Hey, it's Russell, and the Rowe Company presentation tip for you today is don't be boring. Right? Don't be boring. Nobody wants to hear a boring presentation or a boring speech, and I know you know that. It's not anything that you're not aware of already. But what I'm trying to say is that you've got about 60 seconds in the beginning of your presentation to really capture your audience, really get their attention and engage them. And then you've got to work to continue to keep them engaged throughout. But if you don't get their attention in the beginning, you can forget it, right? You're never going to get them back in. They're never going to buy into what your real message is. They're not going to take the action you want them to take. Whatever it is you're trying to get them to do, it's just not going to happen because you failed to capture their attention in the beginning. So what does that mean? It means don't start off your presentation with the standard, introduction. Hi, my name is Russell Rowe, and I'm here to talk to you today about how you can be less boring in your presentation.
Boring, right? I mean, who wants to listen to that?
Now look, sometimes you have to introduce yourself, right? But do something, different. Do something, my standby is, hey, I'm Russell Rowe, and I know, it sounds a lot like Russell Crowe, right? Well, I'm a lot like Russell Crowe, except I'm a better actor, and I'm way better looking. But if you want to call me the Gladiator, perfectly fine. Much more interesting, right? Okay, it's kind of silly, but it's getting them engaged because they didn't expect that, right? They weren't expecting that introduction. They still got my name, and now they're going to remember my name because remember it sounds like Russell Crowe. Either way, I know your name may not rhyme with some celebrity, but if you come up with something interesting, you can still introduce yourself in an interesting way, and it doesn't matter what I talk about after that. People are going to be a little bit more interested in me, and then it's my job throughout the presentation, as I put that together. That's another video, another tip. How I put that together and structure it is going to keep them engaged throughout. But you need to start off with something exciting. Start off with an exciting statistic or a really shocking fact, or you can tell a joke, but I'm going to warn you, just be careful with jokes because jokes don't always land the way you want them to. So be careful with that one. But using humor is good. But I like the impressive statistic or the shocking fact. Something like
90% of what our brain interprets is visual.
So you could say something like that. It's a big number, so 90%, whatever. And then you could go into the reason that's important, right, to this particular audience. There's a lot of other things that go into that. You have to know your audience, understand why you're there. That's a different tip as well. But the point is, make sure you're starting that presentation off, that speech, that keynote address, whatever it is, exciting, so that your audience is into it from the very beginning, and you've captured their attention, and then you can work to keep that throughout, and they're much more likely to pay attention, to listen, to retain what you said, and most importantly, to take the action that you're wanting them to take. And that's the Rowe Company presentation tip for today. Don't be boring. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get all the latest videos that we're producing, and also go to theroweco.com so you can subscribe to our newsletter, and you'll get early access to all of the resources that we have. All right, until your next presentation, don't be boring. I'll see you.